Okay, everyone. Now that we're done with the hilarity of the Dead Kennedys video, that was something else. We're now moving on to the guitar player from Sons of Apollo, one of my favorite bands of recent years to react to. Haven't done them in a while, I should at some point. Bumblefoot's a pretty solid guitar player. Perfectly capable of playing anything Mike Portnoy comes up with, and certainly probably creates his own fair share of his own riffs, I'm sure. As would only be fair. Bumblefoot is a solid guitar player, so I was definitely looking forward to looking at some of his stuff. Now, I'm pretty much going into this with both feet forward, and I don't know if this is going to be any good. So, we could be in for anything. I've never heard this guy on his own before at all. So, this is Bumblefoot, Don't Know How to Pray Anymore. Let's go.
Upon a time a child grew up too fast, went running wild. Now we don't know who to pray to anymore. I once thought God was good and kind, then Mother Nature blew my mind and left my broken body on the floor. Now I don't know who to pray to anymore. But when the world gets real and I start to feel, the first thing I do is turn to you and then pull away till comes the day told it was the plan. They say all's fair, but someone's keeping score. I've seen it all, I've seen the lies, false promises for compromise. Fought every battle, but still I lost the war. And now I don't know who to pray to anymore. But when the world gets real and I start to feel, the first thing I do is turn to you and then pull away until comes the day where I just can't live and learn to forgive. I know I changed, can't find my way when all is dark, or is it my heart that won't come to the light? I'm back to myself as a show for you to see. So maybe you'll agree that you should have been there more for me. Got an old guitar that needs to be strung, but I don't know who to play to anymore. I don't know who to pray to anymore. So why should I still believe when everyone's out to deceive, and all our dreams get washed back on the shore. And fate will prove to be most cruel, yet hope remains for the helpless fool. Thorns of selfish right and righteous wrong. No, I don't know who to pray to anymore. I don't know who to pray to anymore.
Wow, there is some pretty worrying imagery in that music video. My goodness. Ooh. So, fair warning if you decide to look out the video. There's apparently a kid that gets bullied at school and makes an apparent attempt at suicide. There's a guy who loses his job, makes an apparent attempt at suicide. And his attempt caused my vertigo to flare up. Because he was on a bridge over a big old canyon. Oof. Very, very disturbing. But in a word, too long. Because for a riff that is so relatively simple, it should have maybe only been maybe 5 minutes long, with maybe a quick little guitar solo somewhere in there. The overall length does not suit the relative simplicity of the riff, so it's too long. Otherwise, it's a pretty solid. I'm going to rate this in an instant like 3.5. If it wasn't for the length, I'd rate it 4. This is cool. Bumblefoot's a pretty good guitar player. And, anyway, Lyrical breakdown says, once upon a time, a child grew up too fast, went running wild. Now he don't know how to pray anymore. No, don't know who to pray to anymore. Well, yeah, some people do grow up too fast. They become mature quickly, and they miss out on some of the niceties of life and go straight into the harshities of life, and it kind of fucks them up. I once thought God was good and kind, then Mother Nature blew my mind. Yeah, life's like that sometimes. You think everything's one way, and it turns out to be something else entirely. I don't blame anyone for thinking there wasn't a God. And left my broken body on the floor. Now I don't know who to pray to anymore. But when the world gets real and I start to feel, the first thing I do is turn to you, and then pull away until comes the day where I just can't live and learn to forgive. Well, I think that's often the point of feelings of like religion. Is when you start to feel the hurt and pain of the world, you're supposed to turn to God or to whatever, and then pull away, and then you just can't live and learn to forgive. That's turning the other cheek. It says, I've got a song that needs to be sung, but I don't know who to play to anymore. We bet away what's in our hand, and then we're told it was the plan. They say all's fair, but someone's keeping score. Well, no, nothing's actually all that fair. Fairness is sort of a human construct, really, much like time. Yeah, we bet away in what's our hand, we keep paying the price, but we get nothing back in return. Pretty sure that was the point of Edward and his discussion with Dante at the end of Full Metal Alchemist 2003. Watch that show. Watch it. Watch it! I've seen it all. I've seen the lies, false promises for compromise, fought every battle, but still I lost the war. Now I don't know who to pray to anymore. Yeah, it's just waking up to the world, man. It's not all the sunshines and rainbows you think it is. But when the world gets real, and that's a repeat. I know I've changed, can't find my way when all is dark, or it is my heart that won't come to the light. I'm bad to myself as a show for you to see, so maybe you'll agree. Okay, so I'm going to say that given the meaningness of the meaningfulness of it, the otherwise simple rhyme scheme, it doesn't elevate it too terribly much. Putting it all together, I'm going to say this is 4 monocles. Yes. Absolutely, I am pleased. The only real caveat to this song is the length. For a riff this simple, it deserves to be shorter. This is much too long. Otherwise, good job, Bumblefoot. I'm looking forward to more of your stuff. Maybe throw some Bruno Mars onto the queue as well, and anyone can send requests my way, so please do. Anyway, peace. Please don't kill yourself.